We had a huge victory in Oregon yesterday against Measure 114. GOA had another great moment yesterday in court. Before I jump into that, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, and this is a new sponsor. And as a watch collector, some of y'all have spied some of my watches in the past. As an avid watch collector, someone who really likes quality timepieces, I want to thank the new sponsor of the channel, and that's Smith & Bradley. This watch they sent to the channel. This is their Springfield GMT. It is a Swiss quartz movement. It's inspired by U.S. infantry watches from World War II. It came with 2 NATO straps, as you can see here. It's made of solid steel. It is 100-meter water resistant. It has an anti-reflective coating on the sapphire crystal. Some cool things about this watch, if you look at the dial, if you're a watch guy, it has a matte black dial, and the hands are sword style. It also has a hacking second hand for setting precise time, a date window with contrast color, as well as a red accent on the GMT hand. In the Rehaut, it has a 24-hour scale, so you can keep track of multiple time zones, which is cool. Somebody who travels, I like to wear GMTs, so I can hop time zones just by rotating my crown on my watch. Thanks to Smith & Bradley. I really appreciate it. Check them out. Link will be down below. And let's jump into this story. So I've been covering what is Measure 114. It's crazy gun control in Oregon, training requirements, a licensing scheme, a permit to purchase scheme, and magazine ban. We've covered that they don't have the infrastructure for this permit to purchase scheme. The Attorney General begged a judge, hey, judge, just delay this part of it, but let the rest of this unconstitutional BS go through. And there were 4 federal lawsuits caused a logjam. GOA went around the logjam and filed in state court, and they received, we did a video here, I'll post it above, they received a temporary restraining order stopping the enforcement of Measure 114, and that was a huge victory. So temporary restraining orders are rare to get, and they're just that, they're temporary. They stop the enforcement of something until the case can be heard on its merits, and then a judge decides whether they're going to let the infringement continue, or if they're going to issue something what's called a preliminary injunction, that is stopping the ability to enforce said law, and that is even more rare than a temporary restraining order. And yesterday, GOA went to the hearing that was scheduled for the temporary restraining order, and they scored a preliminary injunction, which is very rare unless the judge believes that you're more likely than not going to win the case based off the merits. And GOA scored this preliminary injunction on the magazine ban. So the magazine ban has been called unconstitutional, shocker, which is fantastic because we all knew that. But Oregon, for some reason, needed to be smacked about the face, neck, chest, breast, and head to get this through their system. Now, the judge also allowed the temporary restraining order to remain in effect for the permit to purchase scheme, which is also solid. Now, I'll have a link to this decision down below, but I'm going to read you the conclusion. It says, the court orders the temporary restraining order remains on ballot measure 114, sections 1 through 10. Upon receipt of notice from the defendants, the permit to purchase process is administratively ready. The court will hold a preliminary injunction hearing within 10 days, unless fixed by the court on a different date to determine if the program can constitutionally be implemented. Next hearing related to background checks will be December 23rd, 2022 at 10 a.m. as noted above. The identified statutory provisions of the law subject to that review will be filed by the defendants in writing by December 16th, 2022 at noon, and that's literally just happened. The court orders a preliminary injunction is granted as to ballot measure 114, section 11, until a full hearing on the complaint can be heard where the court can determine by clear and convincing evidence whether BM 114, section 11 is constitutional under Article 1, section 27. Plaintiffs shall prepare each order separately and submit them by December 16th, 2022 at noon. So, what still has to hear about the background check issue. They're keeping the TRO, the temporary restraining order, in effect for the permit to purchase scheme because they can't get that out of the mud yet because they don't even have the infrastructure set up. The sheriffs are saying we don't even have the money or the ability to do this stuff. So the judge said temporary restraining order will remain in effect there, until you can show us that this is ready to go, and then we'll decide if it's constitutional or not. But the magazine ban stopped by the preliminary injunction, which is solid. A lot of big words there, guys and gals, but this judge has sided with freedom, has sided with liberty, and most importantly, sided with the Constitution, which seems to be a rare thing for judges nowadays. Hey, GOA has done a hell of a job. I know they're not done. I know some of the other things they're working on across this country, and I believe that we should support those who support us. Gun Owners of America, there's a link in every description of every one of my videos, how to join. It's right here on the screen, gunowners.org/gunsgadgets. I get no dollars and no cents out of you using that link. What they do is they realize where it came from. They know you're one of our viewers here on the channel, and they're going to give you a discount on the membership you choose. And I always ask you to at least donate that portion back, and if you can, donate more. If you are a member, donate them the amount of a large pizza, 20, 25 bucks. Everybody chipping in helps a lot. These court cases are expensive. We all know that. And it's the nature of the beast. We, the membership, are the lifeblood. Thank you to GOA for doing what they did, what they do, and then what they will continue to do. As a life member, I'm very proud to say that I'm a life member of GOA. And there's other good groups out there that I support all the time, so understand that. GOA, this is their victory, and they should be ecstatic over it. Measure 114 in Oregon right now, dead in the water, deemed unconstitutional, and that's a good thing. Guys and gals, let me know what you think down below, and until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. If you need a cool watch for a holiday gift, check them out. Link is down below, Smith & Bradley, and have a fantastic day, y'all. Take care.